Can you hear me? I think in the last class we have discussed about how to what are the steps that belongs to JDBC. Step number 1, import the package. Step number 2, register the driver with driver manager. Step number 3, get the connection object. Step number 4, pass the statement object, get the statement object. Step number 5, pass the query and execute the query. Step number 6, close the connection. These are the steps we need to follow. So mostly we already know JD. Can you hear my voice, everyone? Our main target is whenever we work with JDBC. JDBC is a technology, not a technology, it's an API, which is used to communicate with the database. If your Java application want to interact with database, we can use what? JDBC. And your Java application may be what? Developed either by using core Java or by using advanced Java or by using Spring, whatever it may be, you can use what? JDBC. Is it clear? It is a use it to interact with databases. Mostly while interacting with the database, we'll try to perform three types of operations: DDL operations, DML operations, and DRL operations. DDL means what? Create, alter, truncate, drop. DML means insert, delete, and update. Delete as well as update. DRL means select operation. Mostly when you perform DML operations, mostly insert, update, delete steps are fixed. Only the query will change. Only the query will change. Yes or no? So today let us see how to develop the programs with JDBC in core Java. I think everyone by hearted these steps. Yes or no? Step number 1, import the. Now mostly JDBC, before going to JDBC, we have to work with developing first program. Developing first program in JDBC. Program with JDBC. Step number 1, open Oracle command prompt. Here you can see, I want to create something like run SQL command line. Is it clear? Open run SQL command line. And there we have to create the table. Always table creation will be done. That is the responsibility of the database developer only. Here you can write run SQL command line. Before that you have to install Oracle. I already kept one video of installation of JDK, Apache, Oracle and everything. Here you can see. First now you have to connect to the database. So here you can write connect. Press enter. It will ask you to enter the username. Username is system. Enter password. Password is admin. Press enter. Manually, why? See, now my Java program is not communicating with the database. Directly, I opened run SQL command prompt. Command line, it is a editor. Just to write the Oracle queries, SQL queries. So here what to do? Once when you open command prompt, here you can write connect and it will ask you to enter the username. Enter username. Username is system. Is it clear? And here you can give enter password. Enter password. Password is admin. Username is system. Password is what? Admin. Is it clear? Password is your choice. If you want, you can modify it. Now step number 3, create a table. Create a table with name employee. Create a table with name employee with columns. With columns enumber, ename and salary. I want to create one table. So the syntax for creating the table is create table, table name. Here you can give column name, enumber. Data type you can give as number. Number of some 5 you can give, comma ename. Here you can give data type some varchar. Varchar 2 of 20. 2 of 20 means 2 into 20 means 40. That is the syntax. And here you can create salary. Data type you can give number. You can give number of some 8. I will try to give 8 or 10. You can give anything. So this is how you can create the table. First of all, you have to create the table. Is it clear? Are you following, everyone? I'll try to create the table. Always one point I'm telling, through your Java program, you must not perform DML, DDL operations. Here, many faculties are teaching in a wrong manner. Is it clear? It was always recommended. It was always recommended. It was always recommended to perform DDL operations. It was always recommended to perform DDL operations in SQL command line, in run SQL command line. Run SQL command line. Okay, na? DML operations through Java application. DML operations through Java application. What if all? First of all, meaning must be there. Some purpose must be there. Blindly, you cannot write the code. Okay, na? Some scenarios, if you want to write any DDL operations, you can use statement. That we'll see later. I already given clarity now. Statement, prepare statement, and what? Callable statement. DDL operations statement. DML operations prepared statement. And select operation result set. Stored procedure callable statement. 4 steps I told you. Okay, now one table is created here. If you want to view the information of the table, you can write the query. Select star from table name. Here you can see. If you want to see the data, select star from table name. Here you can give EMP. No row selected because there is no data. That is why rows are not selected. Sir, everyone. So syntax to view table data. Syntax will be select star from table name. Semicolon is required in Oracle. Okay, na? That is the syntax. Syntax to view the description of the table. Syntax to view the information of the table. Information of table. The syntax is DESC. DESC space table name. Description of the table. If you want to see the column names, data types, and everything, DESC space EMP. So you can see the column names along with list of the information of that particular data type information. That is step number 5. And here you can now step number 6. Now I want to develop the Java application by using Eclipse software. Is it clear? Here I will ask one question. Eclipse. Eclipse is an editor actually. It is an IDE. Eclipse IDE. What is an IDE? Integrated Development Environment. Integrated Development Environment. JDBC programs, it is not recommended to write in Notepad. We are using JDBC in Core Java. Okay, you can use JDBC with Advanced Java, with Spring, etc. Integrated Development Environment. It is an IDE. It is an IDE which is used to develop. It is an IDE which is used to develop different types of applications, which is used to develop different applications by using Java. Okay, man. Whether you want to work with Core Java or Advanced Java or anything, you have to use Eclipse IDE. So here I will try to open Eclipse. Here you can see Eclipse IDE. I'm trying to opening here. I think already it was open. So I'll try to save the project. JDBC class 6 p.m. It is on folder that is available in C drive. So here you can give the workspace. Here you can give workspace means the location where your project is saved. The location where project was saved. So try to install Eclipse, all of you. I will share the link also at the end. And click on launch. Is it clear? So Eclipse is very easy to install. Try to install. Just go to YouTube. And there you can install Eclipse. Small programs will write first. So now here you can see JDK installation steps are there. If anybody missed that one, you can install. And Apache Oracle installation also I have given here. Eclipse, Apache. Apache, Tomcat, Oracle installation also I told here in this video. If anybody don't know how to watch, just watch this video. First install which one? JDK, and then install Eclipse. Now here you can see this is the editor actually. Here you can go to file, new, and here you can select other, file, new, other, and there you can select Java project. Click on next button. I will write the steps also. Go to file, new, other. There you can select Java project. If you have any installation issue, you do one thing. I will tell you at the end of the session. Click on next button. And here you can give project name. I'll give as EMP CRUD. You can give any name. Project name, you can give any name. Here you can select the project name. Project name is equal to EMP CRUD. Next, here click on next button. Click on finish button. Simple. EMP CRUD. Here you can click on next button, and here you can click on finish button. Try to practice all of you. Then only you'll get some clarity. Yes or no? So then your project will be, click on open. It will take some time. Now here your project is created here. So after creating the project, here what to do means you have to add the JDBC jar file. Then only you will get the permission to access. So right click on the project. There you can select build path. Configure build path. Here what to do? Try to listen carefully. Right click on project. That is EMP CRUD. And here you can see what to do. Build path. Here you have to select build path. And there you have to write configure build path. Configure build path. There you can select libraries. You have to add the jar file. Libraries, and here you have to select add external jars. I'm giving the steps clearly. There you can select libraries, and there you can select something like add external jars. Add external jars. Now here you can select add external jars, and there you can go to the location. You can go to C drive. There you have to install JDK. Then only you can see all these things. Here you can see Oracle exe. Yes. From there you can go to app folder. There you can select Oracle folder. There you can find admin. There you can find product. Yes, product 10.2 version, server. There you can go to JDBC. There you can go to JDBC lib, and there you can select the first one OJDBC 14. I'll copy the path and I'll try to paste it here. Add external jars and go to this location. Go to C drive, Oracle exe, app, Oracle product 10.2.0 server, JDBC lib. Select the first one, OJDBC 14. Click on open. Select this one. Okay, OJDBC 14. Click on open. Are you following, everyone? Click on apply. Apply and close. Okay. Okay, everyone. So here what happened means now we successfully added the jar file as it is a Java project, but if it is a servlets or dynamic web project, then we'll add in lib folder. Successfully jar was added. Step number 8. Here build path, here you can see under reference libraries, OJDBC 14.jar is available. Is it clear? Check. Where to check? You can see your project name, EMP CRUD. That is your project name. Below that project name, one folder is there. You can see reference libraries. Reference libraries. Below that, you can see OJDBC 14. OJDBC 14.jar file. Jar is nothing but collection of packages. Package is collection of interfaces, classes, etc. Yes or no? Now here you can right click on SRC folder, new class package. Here you can take one package. What to do? Right click on SRC folder. Right click on SRC, new package. Because every time when you create a new project, package name is mandatory. Here you can give some package name com.app and click on finish. Name is equal to some name I will give com. Any name you can give, com.emp crud also you can give, emp crud. Otherwise I'll give like that, com.emp crud. Click on finish. Here you can see, click on finish. These are the steps. If you practice every day same steps, it will never change. Now the project is created. Now again right click on the project, new. Here you can select class. Right click on the project, new class. Step number 9, right click on project, new class. Not project, right click on package. Right click on package and go to where? Go to SRC. Here you can see SRC. Below that SRC, what you can find? Below that SRC, you can find what? Again, I will show you. com.emp crud. Below that SRC, you can write com.emp crud. Now here what to do? Right click on, right click, and here you can select new class. Right click, new class. There you can give the class name. Class name you can give employee. Employee and click on finish. Here you can give class name is equal to employee and click on finish. Core Java program we are doing in Eclipse. Eclipse is an IDE. Here these all step number 7 belongs to adding the OJDBC 14.jar. What is a jar file means? Java archive. What is the advantage of the jar file means? The interfaces, classes, all the JDBC related interface and classes are available in this particular jar file. If you want to consume that particular interface and classes, jar file is mandatory. Otherwise, JDBC will not work. So it is mandatory to add the jar file. Okay, now step number 9. Now 10, you can write the code simply. One class is generated. Here in this class, I can declare the main method, public static. Here you can write the main method, public static void main. Here you can give string args. Public static void main string args. Sir, no, this is your main method. Are you following? First of step number 1 is we need to register the driver. Register the driver. How to register the driver? Increase font size. Okay. Register the driver. How to register the driver? By using, first of all, you have to import the package. Import java.sql.star. Import java.sql.star. Wait. Always package names must be in the first place. Register the driver. How to register the driver? By using class.forName. Here you can write class.forName. Class.forName. Here you have to mention the driver name. What is the driver name here? Oracle dot JDBC dot driver dot Oracle driver. Case sensitive, check carefully. Oracle driver is the class name. What is the advantage of class.forName? Anyone can tell? What is the use of class.forName? What is the use of class.forName? It is used to return the object. It is used to register the driver. Yeah, to load the drive. Unmute.
Load the drivers.
Yeah.
Registering the driver in register driver.
Registering the driver.
Yes.
Registering the driver with the driver manager.
Yes.
The driver class is registered with driver manager.
After invoking the method.
Okay, let us see here. Now I want to get the connection object. Step number 2 is what?
Get the connection.
Get the connection object. How to get the connection object?
Connection code.
Driver manager dot get connection.
Driver manager get connection method.
Get connection. See, automatically when I'm writing, automatically the packages are importing. You don't need to manually write. Driver manager dot get connection. Here you have to give the URL. What is the URL? Directly I will give JDBC colon
Oracle
Oracle colon
tin
colon
column.
at the rate login what wow here XC comma
Username,
what
password.
is the username?
System admin.
Yes, very good. Here username, system and password is what? Admin. Username is system, password is what? Admin. So driver manager dot get connection. Always it is recommended to write this code inside try block. We'll see that one later. Driver manager dot get connection of, and the return type of this method is what? Interface. This method will return the object and you have to create the reference. The reference is what? Interface. Driver manager dot get connection. If you want to import the packages, you can directly import. So that package also will be imported. Java.sql.connection or import java.sql.driver manager. Next, you have to get the connect statement object. Now I want to perform which operation? Insert operation. I want to perform which operation? Insert operation. If you want to perform insert operation, you have to get which object? Statement object or prepared statement object or callable statement? Which object is recommended to perform insert operation? Tell me.
Prepared statement, sir.
Prepared statement, sir.
Statement.
DML command.
DML commands.
DML commands means create object for what? Create object
For the class.
which class? Statement.
Driver.
Statement.
Prepared statement, callable statement.
Prepared statement.
Prepared statement, sir.
Prepared statement. Mostly this operation, which operation? DDL operations go for statement. DML operations go for prepared statement. So here you can give the reference. Prepared statement ST is equal to, you can call the statement con dot create con dot prepared statement. Here the interface name is prepared statement. Method name is prepare statement. Method name is prepare statement of, here you can pass the query. Is it clear? Con dot prepare statement. Here you can pass the query. Insert query I want to pass. Insert into what is my table name? EMP na. My table name is EMP or employee? EMP. Insert into EMP values of. How many values you want to pass? Those many question marks you can keep. 1, 2, 3. Means we are passing the values at runtime. That is the meaning here actually. Insert into table name values of. And prepared statement interface also you can what? Import. Here. Import prepared statement from java.sql. It is also imported. Individually you can import or simply you can write import java.sql.star. First individually I am showing you. And then next step is what? Set the values. Set the values. Just here we are not given the value, just we written the query. Now I want to set the values actually. So how to set the values? In order to set the integer value, you have some methods are there, predefined methods are there, set int. In order to set the string value, you have set string, something like that. So here you can give st dot, here you can call set int. Here you can use this method set int of, here it will ask you to give the ID, the parameter name. Actually it will maintain the data in the form of key and value pair format. Here key is the index actually, value is nothing but some value 101. And similarly I want to set a string. Here I'll try to go set a string of. Set a string of, here index number is 2. And here you can give some value, some Anil Kumar. Some name I will try to give. And here again I will try to give set int. Set int of, I will try to give the salary, 3 index number 3, and here I will give some salary, some 20,000, something like that. So now here what we are doing, set the values means whatever the question mark you are giving. The meaning of one is this is the first value, second value and third value. Sir, now. So how many values you are sending? Those many question marks you have to keep. Dynamic means you have to pass from runtime, but first example now we are doing static. Dynamic means you must get from scanner class. That we will see later. First example now, directly I am sending the values. Step number 1, register the driver with driver manager. Register the driver with DM. Step number 2, get the connection object by invoking this get connection method. Step number 3, get the statement object. Statement object purpose is to pass the query, pass the values. Yes or no? And then what to do? You have to execute the query. Execute the query. How to execute the query? by invoking execute update method. So st dot, here you can call that method execute update method. Insert update delete, same method, execute update method. st dot execute update method, and the return type of this method is int. If the record is inserted successfully, then you will get int, and then you can close the connection, con dot close. After this one, if you want, you can print one statement also. Here you can write if I double equal to 1. If I double equal to 1, I want to print one message. I want to print one message saying that system dot out dot println. System dot out dot println of employee added. Employee added. Okay, na? Otherwise, I want to display one more message saying that failed. Failed. Simple program I have written. Here you can close the connection, no problem. If the employee is inserted successfully, then I is how much? 1. Otherwise, I is how much? 0. Let us see here all of you once. Save this program, file, click on save. Unhandled exception. Here you are getting one exception called SQL exception is coming. Generally, whenever you write any JDBC program, here you are getting an exception. So whenever an exception will come, it is mandatory to implement the exception handling mechanism. So here you can keep this entire code inside which block? Try block. This entire code you can keep inside try block. Yes or no? When you use JDBC, it is mandatory to use this try and catch blocks. That is actually one good approach. So you can use catch block, and whenever an exception will occur, JVM will create an object for the corresponding exception class, and JVM will throw the object to the catch block. Yes or no? JVM will create the object to catch block. Here I'll try to print the error message. If any error message will come, I want to print here. Once I'll try to run this one, you check. Did you understood? So it is mandatory to write try and catch blocks. I will tell. EMP CRUD. There you can see run as Java application, because this is not a web application now. If it is a web application, you have to run on server, but it is a just core Java basic application. We have no need of server here, just a desktop application. That is the reason we are directly run as Java application. Are you following? This is your project. Select your project, employee com.emp CRUD. All the third-party jar files also you can see here, but I want to execute my project. Click on OK. Click on OK. Click on proceed. So I must get one message actually, command prompt, that employee added. Here you can see I got some error. Let me check. Main java.lang error is there. Okay, what happened? Can we use finally to close the connection? Yes, perfect. You can use finally to close the connection. Even if exception will come also. Import java.lang.star. Save it. Click on the project, run as Java application. If you run 2 to 3 times, you will feel comfortable. Initially, first example, no, you will also feel somewhat difficult. Employee added successfully. Go and check in your database. How to check? Select star from EMP semicolon. 2 times I think it was added, because 2 times we executed. No, that is the reason. This is the code for your program. Write this code I told you, right? Register the driver with driver manager. If you want to close the connection, what to do? You keep inside finally block. After this catch block, you can write finally block. After this catch block, you can write finally block. And here you can write con dot close. Yes or no? This is what your program. So how to run the project, I told you. That is step number 11. Step number 11, what to do? Run the project. How to run the project? Go to here, right click. Here you can see right click on project name. Right click on project name. That is EMP CRUD. Right click on project name. Select run as Java application. Java application. 1 or 2 programs, if you try to write, you will get. If you want to delete the employee record, what to do? Same program. I will show you for delete also. In place of insert command, I will write delete command. Just I'll change the query. What is the query? Delete from EMP. Where E number is equal to question mark. That's it. Here no need to set the other values, remove the other values. Just only which value you want to delete, that value you can give here. Save it. Save the changes. And here again right click on the project. Run as Java application. Select, click on OK. Automatically it is selected. Click on OK. That's it. Let us see here. You must get one message here. Failed error came actually. I think it was not saved properly. Let me check once. Delete from table name EMP where E number is equal to question mark. 101 I want to delete. I think 2 delete records are there. That was the problem, I think. No row select. Deleted. Record is deleted. Here 2 times are there now. That is previously only it was deleted. Did you understood? This is the code for delete. Code for delete operation. Try to complete these 2 programs, all of you. We'll do again runtime how to perform. Here I'll try to give the name as static CRUD and a fixed value. Hello? What happened? Okay, will you try these 2 programs? First try to install Eclipse. That is very important. Eclipse installation is mandatory first. Then only you will get the outputs. One program, if you get the output, you can play with servlets, with JS, JDBC, all these things you can do.
Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, I have already JDK and Eclipse, but sir, I am facing issue in Oracle software, sir.
Oracle software, you do one thing, you try to type a message in Telegram, our developer will respond and he will guide you. Now, otherwise you share your screen.